Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to create forms using Attaché Docs. So if this is the first time you're using Attaché Docs, this is the very first page that you're going to see. Of course, it's the login page. And to be able to get inside the application, you're going to need a username and password. So after putting that in, you would have to click Login. And inside, the very first page that you're going to see is the dashboard, wherein you would see different widgets. And since the focus of this demo is to create forms, I'm going to be clicking the upper left side of the page where the navigations are. I'm going to go inside the admin link, custom forms, and click add form to create forms. Upon clicking add forms, you're going to see a modal like this, which is basically asking you for a form name and some descriptions. For example, we're creating a Monster Lab employees form. So I'm going to be typing in Monster Lab employees. You can skip the description because it's not a required field, and then click submit. And it's going to take you to this blank canvas. So it says drag elements on this space to create your form. And to be able to drag certain elements to this space, you're going to have to click this purple button on the lower right side. And here you'll be able to see the different form elements that you can use in creating your form. So normally, you will start your form with a title. So I'm going to be clicking and dragging the title text here and drag it on the left side. And there is your title. To be able to customize the text, you just have to type in on the right side. For example, this is an employee profile. And you can click save after, or you can also customize the different font sizes. For example, H1 is the biggest, H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But I guess for now I'm gonna be sticking to H2 and click save. And then I think I want the divider, so I'm gonna be dragging the divider element here, place it there, and there's my divider. Click save. And since we're creating forms with a lot of fields, I think I want to do a 2-column layout. So I'm going to go on my form elements list and drag the 2-column element here so that I can put in different elements in 2 columns. I'm going to click save, and then I can start doing my form. So since this is an employee profile, I guess I would need the employee's name. So I'm going to be dragging short text field and rename this as maybe first name. Type is text, and then click save. I also want to put in middle name, so I'm going to be dragging short text again, and then type in middle name here, and click save. And maybe the last name. Drag again, and then type in last name here, and save. There are also other elements on this toolbox here that would enable you to put in other types of elements. Like for example, if you want to know the gender of the employee, maybe we can put in some multiple choice here. I'm going to drag this, rename this as gender, and then there are some options ready for you, which we can edit. So I'm going to click on option 1 first, click edit, rename this as male, and then click save. Click on option 2, edit, and rename this as female. Click save, and then the options are already there. Other than doing multiple choice, maybe we can also put in like the date of birth of the employee. So I'm going to be dragging the date here. Edit the label as date of birth. And then click save. Maybe the employee profile would also need a picture, so I can use the file upload element here and then rename this as photo. Employee profile could also include phone numbers. So I'm going to use short text field again. Maybe rename this as mobile number. And then click save. Email could also be useful. So I'm going to be renaming this as email address. There is an option here for email. So I can click that and then click save. Maybe home address is also necessary. So instead of using short text field, there is a long text field option here. And I can drag it there and then rename this as home address. And then, of course, I'm going to click save. So assuming I am happy with all of those options for now, this is how my form looks like. If ever you decided to rearrange some things, you can always drag and drop other elements on the different columns to reorganize things. I'm just going to return it back so that it's going to be a lot more organized. Other than the main informations that can be found here, I guess we can also put in some more information. Say, for example, if you're interested in knowing the skills of the employee, we can make use of the subform elements from the form elements tools and drag subform here. So upon dragging that, it's gonna give us this table-like element wherein we can create another form inside that by clicking create a new form. And for example, since this is a skills list, I'm gonna be typing it as maybe skill set and then click save. And it's gonna take me to a new page wherein you can start creating another form. So for example, this is skills, and then I want a divider again, click save. I think I want to know the type of skill a certain employee has, so I'm going to be dragging the short text field and rename this as type of skill, and then click save. Maybe it would also be useful to know the years of experience, so I'm going to be dragging short text field, rename that as years of experience, and maybe choose number as the type since it's going to involve numbers only. Then click save. And then maybe other remarks would also be beneficial. So I'm going to be dragging long text field there, rename this as other remarks. Click save. And I think I'm happy with that particular form for now. So I'm going to save that. And after saving, it's going to take me back to the parent form, and you can see the skill set form that we've created here. To be able to see the different elements that we've dragged on that form onto this table, you can click Edit Displayed Columns and check the different fields that you've created so that it's going to appear here in a tabular format. I'm going to save that, and I think that's it. I'm going to save this whole thing, and it's going to take me to the list of all of the forms that I have created. So these are the forms that I've created so far, Monster Lab employees and skill set. The gray ones are just things that we are doing here as sample. The good thing about creating forms using Attaché Docs is upon creating the forms, you will be able to see that on the navigation here. This is the Monster Lab employees form that we've created, and this is the skill set. If we, for example, like to put in some entries on the Monster Lab employee form that we've created, we can click that from the navigation and click Add Entry here. And this is the form that we've created, and it is now ready to to receive certain informations of an actual employee profiles. For example, I'm going to be typing in some information: first name, middle name, last name, gender, date of birth, for example, today. Upload a certain picture. I'm just going to get any random picture on my computer. Mobile number, so for example, 998-985-0000. Email address, and then home address, for example, City Towers, Manila. And then I would also like to put in some skill set. So I can click the add entry button here. Of course, it's going to ask me to save the entries that I've typed in so far. And I can put in here skill sets, for example, web design, numbers of experience, 10 years, other remarks, for example, has been designing for multiple projects for 10 years. And then I can click save and add another to create another skills, another type of skill, for example, Java programming, or maybe just Java. Number of experience will be 5, and I don't want to put in other remarks. And I can click save and go back. So I can go back to the employee profile, and these are the skill set that I have typed in. Upon saving, it's going to take me back to the search page, wherein you will be able to see all of the entries that you have typed in here. You just need to customize the fields for the tables here. For example, you want to see first name, maybe last name, gender, date of birth, and email address, and click save. And this is the first entry that I have created for that particular form. You can still edit by clicking the pencil icon here, and it's going to take you back to the entries page. Or you can also just view it by clicking this arrow, and you will be able to see that. Upon using the Attaché Docs form builder, searching for any entry is also possible. So since I've already created an entry with the name Curvy, I can search for it and it's going to appear. But if there are a lot of entries, of course, the search functionality will do that for you easily. So basically, that is the Attaché Docs form builder.